Let us have a look at the contenders for glory. Good luck to all of them. Diogo Cabral of Portugal will be the first to go. 24-year-old was the 5th best in the qualification second round. He already has a great cluster of World Championship honours. Congratulations, Mati Pacheco of Argentina from beautiful Buenos Aires. It's his 3rd World Championships and his first time in a final. Semi-finalist over the last 2 editions. Now he's made it to the big stage. André Dias of Portugal, 22-year-old who competes his 2nd World Championships. He's been a team medalist. Matt Bosch from South Africa, the 25-year-old who's been very close to the final on previous occasions, but now at his 4th World Championships, he too has broken new ground. But this gentleman has not broken new ground by being in the final, competing as an individual. Michael Zalamin, 11, as a champion of the world. A double mini specialist, a tumbling specialist, all at the same time, only 17. You must be joking, except it's reality. His name's West Fowler, and he's very, very good. Mihail Yuriev, competing as an individual, 4th best in qualification. He's been a team world and European champion. And it will not surprise you a great deal, I'm sure, to learn who was the top performer in the 2nd qualification round. The magician of the double mini trampoline, Ruben Padilla. What will he produce in the final? His difficulty in the 2nd qualification round was, by his standards, very low. Just a modest 12.4. We are moments away from the start of the action, the men's double mini trampoline competition. The finalists in the men's double mini trampoline competition at the World Championships in Pamplona. 8 will start final 1. The top performer in qualification, Ruben Padilla of the United States of America, he will be last to go. But West Fowler, his own teammate, was the 2nd best and only a couple of tenths behind him. Now, it's a very interesting format because the first task for all of the gymnasts is get into the top 4. If you do that, breathe a sigh of relief, reset, do something different, which you must do in the 2nd stage of the final, and then come back out knowing that you only have to beat one other person to get onto the podium. It's a very interesting format. It's one that leaves little margin for error in terms of making it into that top 4. But once you're in that top 4, then you can really go for it. You can take big risks. So the gymnasts have got to get it right tactically. There's no need to win the opening round, win in inverted commas. No need to throw your absolute most phenomenal difficulty at the double mini trampoline. It's got to be your friend early on. It's got to be your friend throughout, but particularly just to get into that top 4, you've got to be strategic. He's encountered all formats, all compositions, all the different ways of constructing a final of a code of points, and he's come out with gold medal after gold medal after gold medal. Michael Zalamin. He's a newer contender, but goodness does he look the part. Bright young man, West Fowler from Wisconsin in the United States of America. Youngest ever gymnast to conclude with the triple pike. For those of you new to watching double mini trampoline, let's just go through some of the key mechanics. The gymnast will attack the sloping bed of the apparatus, then head onto the flatbed, then go to the archery style landing area, which is demarcated, split into different coloured zones. Go into the red zone and all will be well, no landing penalties. Go into the yellow zone, which is known as zone B, it will be 6 penalty tenths removed from the score. Go into zone C, the blue zone, a full mark taken away from your score. There is an extra level of nuance to that, which is that if an athlete lands in one zone and moves to another, they will, and that was actually quite a good demonstration of it, they will lose an additional 2 penalty tenths. So if you land in the red zone and step back into the yellow, that's only 2 tenths of penalties because it's your 0 and then the 2 tenths. If you land in the yellow and move to the blue, that's going to be 8 tenths because it's your 0.6 penalty with 0.2 added to it. Now, in terms of the real mechanics of what the judges are looking for, particularly watch for the arms of the gymnast when they're twisting. Are they, as was nicely demonstrated there, wrapped into the body? Because a tenth will go from your score if you've got wayward arms in the twisting position. Also look to see that there aren't problems with the leg form, that the feet are not together, the toes are not pointed. Obviously, the gymnasts have got to display all of the classical elements of fine gymnastics which transcend every single form of the sport. The same sort of toe point that one would expect from a rhythmic gymnast or an artistic gymnast. You must see it from a trampoline gymnast as well. And he's been consistently a master of it, of keeping the heels together, of pointing the toes, of keeping the arms by the side. Those pike positions must be acute. There are deductions if the gymnast doesn't have the body really tight in the pike position. Same for tuck positions as well. The knees need to be right into the chest. So a few things for your bingo card. Good luck to all of these gentlemen. Great accomplishment to make a World Championship final. And we're going to start with somebody who's been on a World Championship podium on many an occasion, Diogo Cabral of Portugal, from near the historic city of Porto. Team silver medalist at his home European Championships in Guimarães last year. A very special moment. He also won bronze at the Coimbra World Cup this year in Portugal. And he's made a delightful start. Little smile from the Portuguese coach, a little nod of the head to the side of Diogo Cabral. Very well done by that gentleman. That all based around variations of triple tuck skills. Triple tuck half out to half in front, triple tuck half out, all lovely. You may find there's a little bit of deducting to do from an execution standpoint because of the slightly straddled sense of the tuck position at times, but it should do well. Exactly the same as qualification round 2, 29.2 for Cabral. He was the 5th best, so he will need a little assistance from somebody if he is going to make that top 4. Good luck to Mati Pacheco from Argentina. 3rd time at the World Championships, and he's finally made the final. A 27-year-old from Buenos Aires. He's going to be a little bit long. Actually, he was all right. More wayward. That's the same work, I believe, as we just saw from Cabral. He's got about 10 years of national team experience, Pacheco. Might be a slightly less clean sense to this in terms of the execution. And some issues with the landing too. He won synchronized trampoline gold at the Argentinian Games earlier this year. He's a very multidisciplinary athlete, Madi Pacheco. And what determination he's shown at getting into the final. 28.1. Indeed, the same difficulty score as Cabral. 6 penalty tenths though for landing in yellow. And the execution not as secure for the reasons we articulated. Second Portuguese, André Dias. It's his second World Championships. He scored 29 in qualification. That was the 9th best, but a little increase upon that. And he could be a contender for a place in the final. Oh, he's in trouble. That's a shame. They tend to be very philosophical about it when the apparatus does not work with them. Trampoline gymnasts, they know it's part and parcel of the sport. Tiny things that don't go according to plan. It's a shame because he's got nice toe point in the first part of the pass. His tuck position had a genuine sense of elegance to it. He will only get a small amount of difficulty. It will be sort of around half the difficulty score of the first two gentlemen. There we go, 5.1 difficulty score, 20.7. From Quebec in South Africa, this is Matt Bosch. From a port on the Eastern Cape known as the Friendly City. And he's welcomed into the community of gymnasts who've made a World Championship final now. And he really did have a good go at it. What an unfortunate moment at the end. Have to commend his determination to attack that pass. Again, big attack at the start, good execution, but it all came rather unravelled as he tried to go into the pike position. It was not the tidiest of pike positions, not the most precise of trajectories. So we've seen a series of triple tuck half outs to begin. He was the first to go into the pike position. Just recently won mixed synchronised gold at the National Championships with Leolin Petterson. He's a coach at Mandy's School of Tumbling and Trampoline in Port Elizabeth. Anyone who manages to make it to the top 8 at World Championship level has done something that virtually no athlete will ever get to do. This will only increase his hunger to do more of it. Hugely experienced gymnast waiting in the wings. Matt Bosch waiting for his score. He waited for that opportunity and he attacked it with commendable vigour. The thing about trampoline gymnastics, as any trampoline gymnast will tell you, is that just have small changes to the contact you make on the apparatus. You're slightly on the wrong part of the bed and it will behave like a totally different animal. The angle that you fly off at is not the one you're expecting. Oh, just waiting for the calculation to be performed for this analysis.
It's the very first time that we see him in a World Championships final.
Well, the weight goes on. And on and on. We had a few long waits yesterday. They're used to it though, these elite athletes. They know what to do, especially him. He knows how to stay in that pre-pass state. Look at him, absolutely ready. Here we go. 27.5 for Matt Bosch. High difficulty, 11.6. That's what I was alluding to when I said he really did go for it, really attacked it, but low execution, full mark lost for the fall, and just 6 penalty tenths. Mihail Zalamin competing as an individual. 11 times a world champion, the 32-year-old individual world champion on 5 occasions. Third best in qualification. Let's see what we get as the first pass from him. Now that all very much based around twisting, as we saw him demonstrate in the warm-up when I was talking about ideal twist positions. So a change from the gymnast starting in the tucked position. He's got those heels nicely together, he's got the toes well pointed. Pulling Rudy out to Miller. He's known for his extremely elegant twisting work. Hands stay tightly into the body, that's very good. That's a gymnast with great understanding of the code of points. He's a little bent over as he lands, probably a small deduction of a tenth or so forward, but look at the execution, it's 29.2, and that's with 6 penalty tenths for landing in yellow. The antepenultimate gymnast in the first portion of the final. The bright young West Fowler from the United States of America. Senior World Championship debut, team gold yesterday. Wow, that is immense! You must be joking! Goodness me! Triple pike, half out to triple back pike. It's a tidy, tight pike position, the heels are well together, gets around, opens up the body quite nicely. Dear me, from a 17-year-old in his first World Championship final as an individual, I think you'd take that, wouldn't you? That will be close to the difficulty of Zalamin. It's an 11.2 difficulty score, 29.6. He has gone into the leading position, and as a result has booked himself a place in the final stage of this competition. Now, Mikhail Yuriev. An ultimate competitor. Fourth best in qualification, 29.2. And regrettably, it wasn't a million miles away from landing it, but coming out of that triple back pike, he takes a tumble and his chances of playing any further part, unfortunately, have faded away. It's quite an open pike position. Doesn't get hugely tight into the body compared to the tuck, which was quite tight. Mikhail Yuriev waiting for his score, and then we have one to go. I'm sure you can hear who it is based on the American delegations crying out of support. It's only a 20.6 for Yuriev. Who's the last? And then we go to the super final. Ruben Padilla, team gold medalist yesterday, top qualifier in the second qualification round for this. Yeah, that ought to do it. Sometimes one of the worst things you can do in sport is create a false sense of intrigue. There won't be any suspense waiting for this score to come in. That was just beautiful. Triple tuck, and then he concludes with a triple pike. Feet very steady, just the job. He's a maestro, and he's very clean as well. And he will leave himself a fair bit in store as well. 11.6 difficulty. One imagines there's more to come. 30.6, he is in the super final. Well done to the Americans. They absolutely smashed this one out of the park. So we are going to go back round to the top of the order.
So this is the start list of final two. The super
Diogo Cabral, Michał Zalamin, and the two Americans, Westphal and Ruben Padilla. They are your remaining four. Congratulations to them and commiserations to the rest of the field. I said that Diogo Cabral, after he started so well, was the fifth best in the qualification phase. He needed a little help, and he got that help from those who finished higher above him. Cabral